no shame.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
You goddamn right it is.
Let's
back.
go. Let's
Show
go.
no shame. Let's go. Welcome everybody. Calm everything down to the 13th episode of Show No Shame. I'm joined tonight by Jken
What up?
and Carter Bodacious.
Ayo,
What's going on, guys?
chilling.
How we doing?
Tired.
Tired?
Wiped.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking
Tired.
exhausted.
Tired's a mentality.
Tired's a state of being.
It's because we're not recording on our normal night, and I think it's throwing me off.
You know what? That did throw me off too. We're
Yeah.
recording this on Wednesday, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We normally record on Thursdays.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, like there was a point where I was at home and I was like, oh, finally I can fuck it. Oh, gotta record tonight.
Lays back in the couch.
Gotta record.
Oh my god.
It was
Oh,
literally,
shit!
literally, it was one of those moments.
That's my bad.
Yeah. Oh, no.
At times like this, I just go,
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah.
and then keep it pushing.
But we out here.
We out here.
We doing it.
It's been a week, man. And actually in the last like 2 or 3 days, there's been a bunch of shit that just like came up in the news that thankfully we're not bringing up Trump or Kanye anymore on this podcast because they get too much airtime of everybody's.
I agree.
Agreed.
So we're not even getting into that topic. So
I second that motion.
I concur.
I concur. Do you concur?
I concur.
No, did you guys see, like, for example, did you guys see yesterday how everybody's up in arms about T.I. putting out his Dime Trap video? Oh my God. So he put a teaser.
Wait, what happened?
So he put a teaser up on YouTube and it's him in the Oval Office sitting at the desk. And Melania's with the, do you really, what was that jacket she wore? It's like, I don't care, do you? I don't really care, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's her wearing that jacket. And then it's just her stripping.
Oh, shit.
A lookalike. Yeah, T.I. brought it
Sick.
all the way.
Secret
Damn.
Service is like reviewing the footage, rolling from the room, just like, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You got to watch on YouTube to see what Ben was just doing.
Shame!
I'm nasty. I'm a nasty man. But yeah, dude, that shit was wild. I was like, go T.I.
Was it a call out to Trump directly, or like was it any relation to the song, or is he just trying to make a statement?
No, it was a statement thing. It was like a big fuck you to Trump.
Okay,
you
gotcha.
know? So that's how he's sort of roll. It's a ploy to like get some decent traffic to your shit, because especially when CNBC and CNN are posting, the short.
Being like, oh, look what T.I. did. I gotta peep this.
That was dope. No, what I meant to do tonight was set up the TV for y'all so we could like throw it up and then just like go that way, but in time.
In time.
And yeah, and then like I was telling you guys before we started recording, I saw Bad Times at the El Royale last night, and that shit is incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen it, go see it.
What's it about again?
So essentially, it's about a hotel that's split in half between the Nevada and California state line that
Okay.
divides it. And then all these nefarious characters, similar to like a Tarantino movie. It feels like a Tarantino movie going into it. And I knew it would be from the trailer. But when you're walking into it, so everybody's checking in at the same time. John Hamm, Jeff Bridges, I forget the other actress's name, the chick from 50 Shades of Grey. I forget her name.
This came up in conversation the other day. Fuck, I forgot her name.
We know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So essentially, it's all of them checking in at the same time. And then they all have a story they're hiding from one another. So they're all playing this sort of a front for everything that's going on behind the scenes, but then they sort of come up upon everything else that's going on behind the scenes at the hotel itself. And the twists and turns in this shit.
Sounds like Clue.
It is no. It is. It's like the movie. It really is like a thriller version of like Four Rooms meets that movie Vacancy with Luke Wilson.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, it was incredible. You're on the edge of your seat the whole time. Like, go see it. That shit was a different type of movie. Drew
I
Goddard
plan
wrote
on it.
who did Martian and all
Because
that.
I was almost not scared, but didn't want to hold it to as high of hopes that I did with Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah.
Because that was a big letdown for me. I didn't like it. There were just parts that were super slow, not running with me with that movie. And I was like, man, I was hyped for this. It had that like almost Tarantino-esque feel.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of let me down. And I was like, oh. So
there was too much CGI in that, is how I felt. For how
that was one part.
That really bothered me.
That was one part. For how authentic they made the film look. And then to do that, yeah. But yeah, so Bad Times, I think, looks really good. I'm limiting my hopes.
Well, one thing is with Chris Hemsworth's character, neither of you motherfuckers know what his character's really about.
Okay.
I didn't, like, from the trailer, it doesn't divulge anything. And it was really dope.
Okay.
Severely. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely plan on seeing it.
But yeah, and then, I don't know, this week's been cool. I've been reflecting a lot, I think. It's been a week of reflection for me personally. And then a quiet weekend last weekend, which I think everybody needs from time to time. You know, just to gather yourself, recoup. I cleaned the shit out of my house.
Hey, you know, is a great thing to do when you clean the house. Listen to our podcast.
Exactly. Yeah, listeners, if you need something while you're cleaning, listen to us.
See right there, that's when I would normally insert the granola commercial. Hey.
But I don't know. It's, so in general, and then you guys were talking about Black Ops, which I'm so shit. I don't even game anymore. So I know nothing about it except you shoot people and there's zombies involved.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff, but even before going to Black Ops as a topic, let's talk about what you reflected on.
Oh, word. Okay. In general life, just life direction, where things are going. Once again, harking back to what I've described to, which probably sounds almost pessimistically so on the podcast, of how LA, you know, our hometown, just sort of feels like you're always in this like rat race of survival. It's not really living anymore to me. So it sounds more negative than positive. It also puts the battery in my back, like with this and other, you know, avenues to really go harder. But when it has the adverse effect, that's when it can be, you know, to my own detriment.
Yeah.
So it was just a weekend of that, and then sort of also being cognizant of listening more than talking sometimes, which is ironic because we're talking on a podcast.
Yeah.
But like, I just so many people that I was talking to over the weekend, you know, in a lot of ways, talk about themselves more than wanting to listen to you. And that wears on you after a while when it's so many people around. Like, so I don't know, between work and that, it's just so many people around that almost, not necessarily, not egotistically so, it's almost out of insecurity or something else where they want to hear the sound of their own voice. So then they're just asking you questions so they can respond. Or they're so in their own that they just end up talking about what they're doing.
Right.
So there's no common ground to have a discussion.
Well, it's not a discussion. It's just one person talking.
Right,
you know?
right. So it's like, dude, you know, I'll send you fucking an AI bot to talk to. Fucking Smarter Child. Yeah. So that's essentially what I was just pondering stuff this weekend and just trying to like really learn patience with that. Cause, you know, you guys know that I'm pretty temperamental, but it's like, yeah, sometimes it wears on you after a while where it's like, God damn, can people just treat me like how I want, like treat others?
Yeah, trust me, I get you 100%.
I'm not even religious. That's what the Bible says. So I'm like, fuck. But
The what? The what?
The Bible?
Never heard of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know what Japanese textures you're reading.
I don't know. I never learned how to read it.
He can't even read his jacket right now.
Yeah, no.
What is it called?
That's a dumb
Kanji,
jacket.
right? Kanji? That's calligraphy for Japanese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was essentially what I was reflecting on this weekend.
It was good.
You know what I mean? So,
I mean, I feel you 100% on that. There are days where I feel like I'm about to snap because I feel like it's a lot of, and I'm not trying to like sound rude, but you know, some people I understand are like seeking out, you know, some help and want to talk. and I'm usually always there. Just lately, it's been super stressful.
Goddamn right you are.
And it's just like, I don't know. Some days I'm like, dude, you know, I'm just as human as you, you know, and there's a threshold for me as well. You know?
Totally. Yeah.
I think one of the problems is people get so caught up in their own storm, they forget about the people that they bring into it with them.
Exactly.
Whether that's another person in the situation or reaching outside of the situation, bringing people into it.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, and you know, one thing I really dislike about that is that, you know, sometimes people like you will be like, okay, I've listened to you, assessed what you've said, and I'm saying as a friend.
Yeah.
As a friend, not like in your professional business, you know. I don't know how you deal with that. I'm sure you handle it like a fucking professional, obviously. But, you know, as a friend, it's like you'll listen, you'll hear them, you assess it, you'll be like, you know, this is what I think you should do. And then those people hear you, and then they just say, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. They'll do the total opposite of what you're telling me to do right now. And it's like, just because some people just got to learn the hard way on their own. And I'm just like, listen to him.
Yeah.
He obviously is smart and telling you the right thing.
I mean, I totally get it too, you know, when if someone doesn't even, because, you know, sometimes my advice may not even be right, you know, but it's just if I like give an honest opinion, trying to help someone out, and they just like completely avoid what I said and just, you know, go back and retell whatever trial they're going through, I'm like, why the fuck am I even here? Are you just here to just talk
to me? Exactly.
Right.
Or are you here to actually hear another opinion?
Yeah. I mean,
Help me help you.
Yeah.
help me help you. And there's another solution for that. You could always just
Oh God.
We don't support that.
I think half the population would be gone if that was the
Yeah.
case.
yeah, probably. No, I feel you. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So listening takes a toll, and it's like if somebody, I think a lot of our listeners can relate to this, but like if somebody's not reciprocating the same energy, and you hate to be that person that expects it to be reciprocated. At the same token.
I feel that 100%.
So that's my character flaw, and I'll cop to that, where it's like, you know, you give so much of yourself, and then, you know, not everybody's the same as you.
Oh, dude, me too, man. 100%. I'll own that. You know, I definitely have gone above and beyond, and sometimes I always think it's like I'm like owed that same kind of respect and action, and it like 80% of the time that's not the case, but it sucks.
Yeah,
you know?
it's rough, dude. So I don't know, people, just, you know, always be cognizant of, or conscious rather, of how people, you know, if you're confiding in somebody else, just picture, you know, how much they're giving of themselves to you, and unselfishly so in those moments, and then be able to really, you know, thank them for that at least.
Yeah, or at least just put that effort of, you know, putting yourself in their position and seeing their worldview compared to your worldview, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly. At that point. So yeah, I don't know, because I think with us, it's just general, like what goes around comes around. It's always been that way.
Great song. Justin Timberlake. Oh, dude, so good.
I'll bang me some JT. Pause. Okay, that shit was wild. Hold on.
Shame.
That wasn't what I meant.
We all know
I'll
what
bum
you
JT.
meant. Can I just tell you, by the way, kind of like quick side note, I got a DM the other day from someone who listened to the podcast.
Oh, really?
And
Hating? Please let me know they're hating.
Sent me
I'm ready.
They sent me a meme, and it said, which, by the way, I have problems with this, but like there are flaws to this shit. But he said, the meme said, this generation's lower back tattoo is having a podcast.
Damn. Shots, yo.
That definitely stung.
And I was like, hold on. First of all, okay, which generation are you lumping me into? Like the younger generation? I was like, I'm 31, so like I don't know what kind of generation you're lumping me into. I got like a pretty
right,
you know.
No, I think it's just right now because podcast is the new terrestrial radio wave. So, you know, everybody and their mom, aside from recording music at home, can record a podcast. The difference is that I think that most people Like some of the people who've asked to be on this show that we know want to be like, yo, put me on your podcast, like blah, blah, blah. It don't work like that. Like it's not gonna, like if you set up just 2 shit mics and don't put the effort in, you know, don't go to Libsyn or a SoundCloud premium account to have unlimited episodes, you know, no offense to anybody, but like if you don't take it from a stance that you want it to pop, effort is show and prove. So
agree.
What you put in is what you're going to get out. I think there's a whole lot of motherfuckers jumping on this wave when they see people like Joe Budden getting bags from Spotify. The amount of work, like I idolize him and Rogan, and the amount of work that they put in to make their brand what it is.
Those dudes put in work.
For just a podcast, not just a podcast, but like a podcast is crazy. And they deserve that success.
Because they don't have to.
No, they don't have to.
They don't have to.
They don't have to. And so it's consistency. It's like, okay, cool. You got a nice little 5 episodes. Yeah, you may have gotten a few hundred listens in your first few episodes. I don't really give a fuck personally because content is king. And the quality of the content is like the hierarchy.
Yeah.
More like the fucking oligarchy. Like that shit is the Game of Thrones level shit where if your content sucks, you can be like shock value. Shock jockish and just say wild shit and, you know, hope to, you know, this is Benji with the tough love. So it's, I have an axe to grind with anybody trying to get in that pool that, you know, thinks they're going to get quick success overnight. And maybe you will, but
You're that 1%, 0.5%.
yeah, I catch you in Bungalow buying a bottle. I won't give a fuck about you if you say your podcast just hit 100,000 plays. If it sucks, I could care less.
Or if I just don't like the guy, it's like, yeah, check it. I just bought a bottle. Congratulations, you fuckwit.
Yeah, or you host your podcast on Pornhub and flash your tits on there while you're on a mic just for some, you know, to go viral. You know,
Clout.
not even clout. Like people just want to, you know. So more power to them. I mean, if they want to do it, I think it oversaturates and sort of it's offensive to the art of what this is and the thought process that goes into this. So, you know what I mean? And ours doesn't even have that much thought put into it, but we put effort into it, and our branding is what we put into it. How we shape everything and keep it consistent.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
that being
Go
said,
ahead. Sorry, that was
my response couldn't quite tell if he was joking or
hating.
Yeah.
So I
don't know who this person is.
I just said,
Do I know this person?
Do we know this
I
person?
don't know if you know this person.
Oh, okay.
But I just responded.
Do I know this person?
Let me
Think maybe.
catch him at the next party. See what happens.
Yeah, no, they don't. No, it's
I'm
not
kidding.
Like that.
I'm kidding.
They, but I just responded with, haha, so true.
I would have just been
And that
like,
was
what's
it.
wrong with, you know, fucking lower back tattoos?
That was the end of the conversation. He didn't say anything back. I didn't say anything back after that. It was just, haha,
Yeah.
so true.
I would just give him this emoji.
Yeah. But it was
The
funny
pondering emoji?
because then the next day I saw a giant billboard. I don't know what the show's about. It's a Netflix series coming out. It's called Pod Save America.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
About podcasting?
And I'm assuming it's about podcasting. It had a microphone and a dude.
It's actually a documentary on the Keurig.
Totally could be something nothing to do with podcast. But
I don't know.
Pod Save America. And I was like, it is a thing.
Oh, it's become a thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Most
I mean,
definitely. I mean, inevitably, we would get haters no matter what, whatever avenue.
Do you think podcasting is kind of like video games where it's like a kid doesn't know he wants to
Well, I think
play video games or do a podcast until he tries it?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people I tell that, you know, are apprehensive to getting on a podcast, but I think that I always tell them, it's like, dude, look, it may not be you, but just give it a shot. Don't knock it till you try it. And just remember, it's like, you know, like I've told like Jay, like I tell him, I'm like, dude, when you get in front of a mic, you shut down. Like if you just be yourself that you're with when we're just kicking in a living room and there happens to be a mic in front of you, awesome. And
Gold.
I think like to anybody out there, you'll find that, you know, you have more the propensities for you to be interesting on a mic as much as you are off a mic is pretty big. Like people don't give themselves enough credit for their charisma.
Yeah, well, I think when you're in front of a mic too, it's like stage fright, or public speaking.
Yeah,
Even
I
though
can
it's technically
understand that.
not like
I agree.
totally public speaking, it has that stigma behind it, and people might like freak out. And I think because I remember the first couple episodes we did, I was totally tripping,
Yeah.
Because I'm not like the most. I'm one of those type of dudes where I could allocate myself really well when I'm like public speaking, but inside I'm fucking
Jumbled.
dying. It's like my heart's vibrating. I look like, I want to die. But I don't know. I think when it comes to this, it's about that consistency of keep on, trying, and it just gets easier over time.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like interviewing as well. There's an art to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
for
like
sure.
talking to people.
For sure.
I think the best interviews at this point are when you listen more than talk, though. Like, ask them a question, let them go.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
So you know what my interview strategy is? I just rebuttal every question with another question.
exactly.
And it,
So you do what Carter does.
it works.
We've learned from you
it
over the
is
years.
Carter's method. It works. I can't even claim that as my own. You're right. But they'll be like, so Justin, tell us why you think you're fit for this job.
Why do you think I'm fit for this job?
No. You gotta save that. That's
He didn't get any of those jobs.
So it's just like hey.
Just asking questions back.
No.
Borderline retarded.
No, you would be like, why do you think you're fit for this job? And then you just go off on like a slight tangent where you're just like, blah blah blah, and my design's this and that. This really isn't a question for me. Now is it? Now it's a question of you looking at my work and you telling me if you think I can do this, and it's just like flip it on them.
And that's when they respond, well, we have like 5 more candidates
Yeah.
and we glanced over yours, which is why we called you the first time. We'll go back and look and not call you back.
Okay, fine.
Just get out of our building. Security!
2 out of 5 times works.
Don't do that, please, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ask questions back.
Don't do that, and then just
that
like,
will extremely backfire.
oh my god, they're gonna be like, I did it. He said to do it on his podcast. He said it would work.
And whatever you do, just don't compare yourself to a Street Fighter character for your work ethic.
Oh god, that would be bad.
I like to think of myself as Blanca because I'm shocking.
Oh my god.
No, I feel yeah. And so, it baffles me. I had this conversation the other day with a friend. Shouts out Veronica. I hope to have you on here soon. But I was talking to her about YouTubers, right? And how she was, her opinion was, look, the game's a wrap. Like, you had to be in the vlogger game like 3, 4, if not longer years ago, right? To really like become successful, like the Paul brothers, fuck them, or Casey Neistat, or any of the big YouTubers, like but then there's cool people like Troye Sivan who started a music career off that. Anyway, so we were talking about it, and I think like YouTube vlogging is almost at it has hit its glass ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's on its way out. Like, I could be wrong, but it just feels that way.
What would be the next avenue?
I don't know. That's the breakthrough thinking, right? Like, I don't know what it could be. Nobody saw that you could harness the power of the internet in that way and film yourself, and all of a sudden people are interested in your lives just because you want to sit in your bedroom with a light and a camera and talk into it.
Thanos could do it. Thanos. He can harness the power.
No, but what do you guys think? Like, I feel like, because now it's like that YouTuber market, same thing as Instagram influencers, same thing as podcasting. Any market that gets a bit of is seemingly quick success, everybody jumps in that pool.
For sure.
I mean, I don't see YouTube going anywhere vlogging unless some new platform comes out that would accommodate the content maker, gaining more money.
Yeah, they did change the money around too.
They changed it a lot, and a lot of like rights, and tons of popular YouTube content creators had to remove a bunch of their stuff, and it was really sad. I was just coming, not just like the super popular like vloggers, but also ones that are like streaming games or doing makeup tutorials or cooking shows.
Right.
It's like it's a hard market, dude.
And that sucks. Like all the hard work they put in, all those millions of views, and it's just like, sorry,
revoked.
Taking a video down.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I like to think that there's not that many. If you're getting millions of views, chances are your methods and the way you produce your content is in such a way that the ins and outs of how not, to get booted.
Well, no, but like their new
stuff's fine. It's like they would go back into their catalog.
Oh, retroactively.
And be like, you
I
can't
see.
have this anymore, and then take it away.
Yeah, and they would just take them down.
Because of whatever the music they were using.
Yeah, it's the music they're using, or I don't know. It could be anything. I'm sure they'd figure something out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it is with us on this, right? Like, I'm still trying to figure out, and we will bring music back eventually, listeners out there, interwebs. I'm just trying to figure out how to fucking do it, because right now, the major labels have this game in a chokehold, and it's kind of fucking foul. Like, not that they would ever have the time to review individual tracks and see the context of how tracks are being played,
right.
because that would just take forever. But I think this business of auto flagging shit now and flagging accounts to get taken down because you big up a song that you like is so crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's free publicity.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. It's free publicity. You're putting their shit out there. Like with Alex Koenig,
yeah.
he put out a Fifi remix.
Oh yeah,
that was crazy,
and it was just getting flagged. It was getting flagged
That's
and flagged,
ridiculous.
and then that whole thing with the manager hitting him.
See, that's a
up,
bit
like,
different though, because then his camp, his camp doesn't like how it's being played, that's a different story.
What do you mean?
Meaning that if they're messaging him like, yeah, you're promoting our shit, but it's sort of like an interpolation of our shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not on our brand. Like, we made this to fit our brand. Like, stop fucking with what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it's a great homage, but I can get it from their point of view. I think auto flagging is the problem.
Yeah. I mean, the industry is just rough, dude. Whether it be, video streaming or music rights, etc. I feel like it's kind of like the companies just against the artists, and for that matter, it's like they have to keep lock on it now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, the deals are still horrible. The business model's terrible now if you're signing with a major label, but
Well, they're not making money off their records. They're making money by touring, and the records are what's getting their name out, I feel like.
yeah, I mean, but you might still have to give a percentage of your touring away depending on the deal you sign now.
I'm just saying, like, the bulk of their incomes, I feel like, come from touring and doing shows, not particularly releasing
Records.
music.
Right.
I actually have a side question,
Yeah.
and that's with views for YouTube or Spotify or iTunes. Those are based on IP clicks and not plays, correct? Like, if Carter wants to listen to the same song 100 times in one day, that count on Spotify or iTunes, that doesn't go up 100 times. That only goes up. It does.
It does. Yeah. Whereas SoundCloud, for example, doesn't.
Oh,
So SoundCloud,
iTunes also, or
no, iTunes and Spotify and all of the music streaming platforms, like the main ones, no. They every play gets taken. The trickery is a bit of the algorithm of how it calculates the royalty is a little crazy because artists can't even see that data.
well, yeah, because like if I'm at work or something and I'm just hitting play on the same track for like this podcast, let's just say,
Right.
for this episode,
Yeah.
and I'm the only person who listened to it, and I just kept clicking play all fucking day and let it run all the way through, would that play counter continuously go up?
Well, not for podcasts. See, now you're conflating podcasts with music.
Okay, podcasts. Sorry.
They're different metrics.
Okay.
They
Gotcha.
count them differently. It's not the same. So, for example, podcasts pay out by the 1,000 plays.
Right. But what I'm saying is, could one person generate that?
For a podcast, it doesn't sound like
For
it.
podcasts, I don't think so. Not from because podcasts, you're downloading that track in temporary memory when you're playing it.
Okay, so here's my follow-up. What if you're using a VPN and you change it every time before you hit play? So you're coming from a new IP address.
Should probably explain to the audience what a VPN is.
Yeah, most people don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Private
It's probably-
internet access. So
Essentially, it's a big curtain that makes you invisible to the rest of the world while you're on the internet.
you can
surfing.
select your IP to show where your computer is displaying from, whether it be in the country, out of the country, or a different state.
Yeah. On a VPN, I'm not so sure. I'm sure there's a kid in India trying to hack the music industry right now, figuring out, how to make that happen, or some Russian hacker trying to figure out he'll make a dance track and then figure out how to amass $1 million before anybody finds out.
Right.
I'm sure that'll happen eventually.
Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
That actually sounds like a crazy idea. And a feasible one. But I
Just
don't
saying,
know.
just throwing that out
No,
there.
it's a good idea.
In the ether.
No, for real. I mean, that's not really a conspiracy theory. That's something that, could be readily
Plausible.
put in place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's plausible for sure. I'm not sure. Sorry for the sniffles, ladies and gentlemen. I need to blow my nose right now.
Fucking gross.
God damn.
I only have a napkin.
I think I have a napkin.
As he reaches.
But yeah, I don't know. And then, by the way, like movies this fall, fire. Bad Times at the El Royale was just the start for me. I'm going in.
I really want to see the Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, I can't wait for
Yeah,
that.
what is that, November 2nd?
That looks
Yeah.
so good.
I also ironically want to go see what is it, Overlord from
Yo,
M. Night
yes,
Shyamalan.
fuck, yes, let's fucking go.
Wait, is that M. Night Shyamalan who's doing that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Nazi zombies and
Yeah.
werewolves and
I don't know,
I
man. I saw a
literally-
trailer last night.
Well, I was watching the trailer with Carter in the theater, and I was like, the fuck is this, zombies?
yeah.
Or something like that. And then the zombies came out, and I was like, yo, Nazi zombies? Let's go, dude.
Was it and they just somewhere in there put in the Call of Duty noise? Right.
Yeah, right. They just need some call. If they don't include Call of Duty zombie noises at some point in that movie, I will be upset.
Dude, Call of Duty's had such great marketing like commercials they've done in the past. Like they had like Kobe in one, and then the most recent was
Post Malone. Oh my god, that
Wait,
was
really?
hilarious.
Oh yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's-
I'm in an airplane. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was great. I loved that.
Yeah, whoever they hired is killing it.
Yo, Post Malone in general has been killing it. Like, did you see the whole?
He kind of baffles me with how successful he's gotten.
Right?
No, I'm giving him full props because I've
Oh
always
yeah,
thought,
no, 100%.
I remember showing you guys, I think it was like Too Young or White Iverson before it blew up, and I was like, this dude's dope.
Did you? So
But like-
he did a video and he's doing this thing giveaway, a Bentley giveaway, and
Oh, word?
they did a whole like prank thing where Post Malone like wears glasses and wears like a baseball hat, and he's inside of a fucking record store.
Oh,
And
I
he's-
saw that. That's
he's
right.
like, hey, how's it going? I'm Tyler. You guys need help today? Like, just so jokes, dude. And like, some of the people just did not know who the fuck he was. He's like, heard of this guy, Post Malone? Post Malone? Never heard of him. Yeah, we're trying to, he's garbage. We're trying to sell his shit for half off. Like, I'll give it to you for a good deal. Like,
Dude, they must have gone somewhere so rural and crazy. Like,
Well, I mean, how many record stores are still even around? I feel like that's what's hard.
well, that's why I would be surprised about how you could go anywhere where record stores still are and find him.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what rural areas have record stores? Because
Bakersfield. No, I don't know.
no, because if you think about it, major cities are the last bastion of record stores to me.
It was great though, because he asked this little kid, you like hip hop music? And he was like, yeah. He was like, what song you listen to right now? What song do you like right now? And he was like, I forgot the name of the track.
Rough Riders,
I don't-
DMX.
No, I don't remember which track it was, but it was a Post Malone track.
Oh, really?
Oh, word?
And
Oh,
then
cool.
he was like, oh, word? A lot of people tell me when I take my glasses and hat off, I look like Post Malone. And like the kid's jaw dropped and was like, this little like kid was like, oh my God.
Kids can't be fooled by that.
But it was so funny because it was an old dude and he's like, hey, dog, like you just read some of my lyrics. Tell me what you think. And like he was like reading some Post lyrics from one of his songs. And like the dude totally read them, like, and was just like, oh, he's like, well, okay. And he was Post like, well, what do you think? And he was like, I think you need Jesus.
You need
You need
Jesus.
Jesus. I was like, he kind of looked like him.
Man, that's the thing. I think, Post, I was not expecting that album to do the numbers it's done.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of felt like when he first started blowing up, you're like, damn, this is dope. And then it was just like, even a shorter amount of time, it's like, okay, now he's like
Everywhere.
top of the list,
He's everywhere.
you know?
Yeah. I mean, he deserves it. He's fucking
He does.
really talented. He definitely brought like a new life to the game, I felt like. And he definitely brought like this like evolution in
Well, he like fuses
music.
so many different genres
Yeah.
into his music, which I think is what makes it so great because that's like his background. He's
and like
all
being
over.
being a metalhead and loving hip hop and then making the music he makes now. And it's just such a mold of everything. And you're like, oh, give this motherfucker
think it's-
respect, dude.
Dude, hell
I think it's
yeah.
where timing meets talent too, because like of genres melding together, of hip hop sounding very metal esque, of blending all these textures. Like who was it? Fucking what's his name from the Police?
Wait.
Sting. Fuck. Sting shouted out Juice World for sampling his song on Lucid Dreams and said it was like fucking awesome. And he's like, I loved it. And he had this eloquent description of why he loved it and all
Damn.
that. Like,
What's up?
Dude, that's sick.
because that's Juice World sampled. I forget what the track was from Sting's song, but it has the doom, 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 doom. Yeah, with the guitar in the intro, ethereal guitar. But yeah, that's the world we live in. But it was like, yeah, Post got a lot of hate to start with and proved everybody wrong.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
True that.
Whereas a lot of people have fallen. Like, where's Chief Keef today? I think Chief Keef is probably still doing all right, but I don't
No,
know.
Damn, I haven't
Yeah.
heard that shit in a long time.
Same.
So it can go that way. But shouts out to you, Post. Hope to have you on the show soon.
Posty baloney.
Yeah.
And
We should play Call of Duty, bro.
does he play Call of Duty?
Yeah, well, I know he was big on PUBG for a while. PlayerUnknown's Battleground.
Is that good?
It's glitchy.
Okay, because I know a lot of people prefer that. Like older people prefer that to Fortnite.
Nah, dude. Call of Duty.
I mean, if I had to choose between Fortnite and PUBG all day.
If you had to pick PUBG versus Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But for the sole factor of zombies.
Well, their whole battle royale. I
I heard the new battle royale is dope.
I even like it more than PUBG's.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think the new Call of Duty Battle Royale is just going to throw PUBG under a bus right now. Like they're so screwed.
Yeah.
Because the problem is, so PUBG has been established for quite some time as like
Right.
the staple that started this whole battle royale genre. But
What is the battle royale genre? Because I'm not versed in this at all.
it's actually
one man.
it's based on it's a Korean movie, right? Or is it a Japanese movie?
Oh, Battle
Oh.
Royale, the manga series?
So there's a
Where it's
movie that
Yeah, with the high school
Based-
kids
high
in the
school
lottery,
kids.
and it's
Go
like
to the
survival.
island.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a manga.
That's
that the movie
basically
was-
That's
what
how-
it's premised around. Is
Oh,
it's
no
Last Man
shit.
Standing.
that's how it got started, was from that movie or manga.
Yeah,
I didn't know
it's
that.
a Last
Alright.
Man Standing battle mode.
Yeah, so it's like 100 people drop into like a remote island when there's like scattered items.
And they've done it on like what is it? There's PUBG, there's Fortnite, but then before those there was F1Z1,
Oh, H1Z1
or H1Z1, F1C1. Sorry, I'm playing Forza.
and then like DayZ, I think.
Yeah,
DayZ was one of them or something.
Yeah, there's like a couple different versions. Too.
I mean, I never got super into the battle royale genre. You know, the whole Fortnite craze, and it looked cool, but I was just like, I'm not about this weird building stuff. It's like Minecraft meets like a shooter, but really cartoony. And
I actually like the cartooniness of it.
No, like I respect the design of Fortnite when I tried playing it though, because it's free. So I tried like just dabbling, and I was like,
I tried building.
I was straight garbage.
it's crazy. Like shouts out to you, Ninja, and fucking Drake. Drake's actually good too. I don't know. It's not for me, man. I mean,
Exactly. Yeah, it's just not my cup of tea when it comes to gaming. I'm not huge on battle royale.
yeah. So it's like I heard the battle royale in the new Call of Duty though kicks ass.
It's a lot of fun. I dig
know.
it. I mean, I haven't really dived into it that much because I'm just all about the zombies. I mean, I have a big ass poster here in my apartment, as you know. That's like the old campaigning poster for like Obama, but it says brains and it's a zombie face.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
This fool went to Oz and just cleaned up.
Oh, dude, pretty much. I mean, I've had these. But I mean, I still have like Halloween stuff up from like 2 years ago.
Oh yeah,
I
you still got the bats.
I got my
Still
bats
got
on top of
bats.
my stove. You know,
I haven't noticed those since last year.
Yeah. It's always Halloween here.
pretty much.
This is Halloween. This is
Dunst.
No, I mean, so Jken, are you gonna do a big reveal for what your costume's gonna be this year? Because you were telling us before the show.
Yeah, I wanna try and do a Red Hood costume, but I don't think anyone's gonna get it.
They might just think you're a fucked up version of Deadpool.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh, you're Deadpool." No, I'm not Deadpool.
I'm somebody else. I'm an individual.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'd be worried about. I feel like only people that know about comics.
Okay, well, for all you that don't know, Robin was killed by the Joker. Then he gets brought back to life in the Lazarus Pit by Ra's al Ghul and crew.
And crew.
And he comes back as Red Hood and ends up going after all of Gotham's bad guys and kills them because he says Batman's a pussy and doesn't kill anyone. And the only way to stop bad people is to kill them. So
That's one of those superheroes that I feel like would make the idea of it
anti-hero.
Yeah, he's like
Anti-
the Punisher.
right. And it's like that's one of those things where I feel like Red Hood is one of those characters that has potential. Like you think it would be a great movie, but I feel like it wouldn't connect if it was made into a movie.
Like
They
a
have-
live action movie?
They
Or
have
like
an animated movie.
Yeah, or an animated
Right.
movie.
I'm talking about live action, like how they
Yeah.
did Deadpool and stuff like that.
That'd be tight. I
That'd
mean,
be
dude,
dope.
I'm not going to even lie. I saw the Teen Titans movie.
How
you
was that?
did?
Yeah, I watched it. It was really funny.
Was it?
It was really funny. It was good kids movie. I thought it was comical with like adult humor that I'm sure kids wouldn't have got.
Well,
But-
man, I want to watch it.
So I liked it, and they make a good point because Robin the whole time is like the only way a superhero is ever like truly like identified is if he has his own movie. And there's like a little poke in the movie, in the Teen Titans movie, and they're like, well, do you have a movie? And they look at Wonder Woman, and she's like, I mean, yeah, I did pretty good. And then like he looks at Superman, and he's like, yeah, I got a couple movies out actually. Like, and then they look at Green Lantern, and he's like, yeah, there was a Green Lantern movie. We don't like to talk about it though. Like, and I was like, dude, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm glad they slipped that in there. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was cool. It was cool. But Robin is just like, I want my own superhero movie. Why won't they ever make a Robin movie? And I was like, fuck, dude, they should totally make a Robin movie.
I don't.
And Christopher Nolan gave that little fucking
But that's what I'm saying. That
peek
was
at
genius.
the end, and I was like, are you? Are you?
No, that's what I'm saying. That was genius. I just don't think that could be pulled off.
Well, I wonder if the live action Teen Titans show that's coming out.
Garbage.
Really?
It's so bad.
You saw it?
It's so bad.
Oh,
dude, that sucks.
I could have told you that shit would have been terrible.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to like give it a try.
It's so bad. They made
That's
Starfire look like a hooker,
really?
and it's bad, dude.
Well, it's like okay.
I would rather watch a Teen Titans porno.
Ugh.
the acting's bad. Like everything's bad in it. Like it's not like The Flash, where I love The Flash. You know, I can even like maybe put up with Supergirl or Green Arrow,
That's pushing it for me.
but Teen
I don't know,
Titans
man.
is bad, dude.
Well, it's like Venom. You know, before I saw it, everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's the fucking worst movie ever." I loved it. I thought Venom was dope.
No, because I saw that with you, and Venom was actually like, look, don't let reviews fool you. That movie had potential to be really sick. It was just edited like shit. Like it was garbage.
It definitely was edited wonky. Like there's shit obviously cut.
Yeah, but that said, no, it was enjoyable for fans of it. As a Venom being one of my favorite superheroes, didn't disappoint me.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah,
I still
you'll
haven't
like
seen
it.
it.
You'll
so-
like it. No, there's
Oh,
little
you still haven't seen it,
No,
dude?
I'm almost debating at this point.
the after credit scene.
Why? It's only been
Fire.
out for what, like 2 weeks?
Yeah, it'll come up soon.
Well, thank God it's sold well, so that means they'll make a sequel.
See, yeah, and be like, all right, let's learn from our mistakes.
No, because
Yeah.
that after credit scene.
Oh yes. Well,
If they-
I don't
if they
wanna put
enable-
spoilers
Yeah, don't say
out
nothing.
there.
What I'm saying though is if that hadn't sold well and then they weren't able to make a sequel with that after credit scene, you have to understand this trumped like almost every Marvel movie after credit scene
Yeah.
as
Okay.
far as what you're tempted
Because
to
I was
see.
gonna say after seeing Ant-Man and the Wasp,
Mhm.
Yeah,
that after credit scene,
yeah, you can tell them now. That's been so
I,
long.
I
yeah.
was just like,
Oh shit.
oh shit.
Yeah.
You know, like because I was like, oh, this all happened after Infinity War.
What do you mean
Or
before?
well, it was during.
Oh,
but
during,
the
yeah.
after credits happened after.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
part
yeah.
1 of Infinity War.
All right,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen,
yeah.
fuck it. These guys are pussy. I'll lay it out for you. If you haven't seen it yet, too fucking bad. So what happens is Ant-Man, after getting out of the quantum verse, is that what it's called?
He goes back.
Yeah, he goes back with Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael
No,
Douglas.
he goes back
on
alone.
the.
No,
he goes back alone.
goes
Yeah,
back
he goes
alone.
back
They're the
alone.
scientists putting him back into the quantum verse, and while he's in there, in the middle of that, that's when Thanos had snapped his fingers to
The
make every
snapping.
The snapping. Yes.
had to make everybody disappear. He's in there. He's communicating on the comms. Hello, hello. Hey, are you guys there? And then nothing because they just disintegrated to
They
ash.
turn to ash. So all you see is ash outside,
Blowing in the wind.
Yeah, and like you're like, okay, well now he's stuck in the quantum verse. What the
Yep.
fuck?
So I mean, Marvel's genius at how they've tied all these movies together.
Oh, I'm so glad they've done that.
Yeah, it's fucking
I'm
nuts.
so glad they tied them together.
Well, to be honest, that's a feat that will never be done again.
At least
if you
not in
re-
our lifetime.
No, yeah, and once they're fully, because they're almost fully wrapped with what they're doing with this, right?
Well, I know there's like a
No,
lot of
there's
contracts
so much
coming
more.
up.
There's so much more.
Well, they're like setting up the next generation of like superheroes.
Well, they have the X-Men, but then yeah, don't forget like the Captain Marvel movies got to come out. They got to include Captain Marvel now.
No, I'm talking about like a 5 to 10 year span. They're wrapping it in the next 5 to 10 years, right?
Oh.
With this whole story that everything's building up to, right?
Possibly.
I think so.
I think, yeah,
I know
'cause-
there's gonna be a lot of character changes because a lot of people are leaving their big
Yeah.
roles.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I think they're trying to wrap up this arc. And then once that's done, the three of us need to have a movie marathon shut in for 3 days. I'll find the meth. We'll figure it out.
3 days wouldn't even be long enough to watch all of the Marvel movies.
How many Marvel movies?
There's not
are
more
there?
than 36 hours worth of it.
Bro, 2 hours a movie.
Okay.
Are we including the animated stuff?
No.
No.
Okay, because
Just
I was
live
like,
action.
dude, that's gonna be insane.
No, just to keep it within the realm of the same universe.
Yeah, just the stuff with the Avengers and every one of their stories.
You're talking about all the Avengers, all the Guardians of the Galaxy.
All the
Yeah.
Iron
You're
Man
talking about all the
movies.
Iron Mans,
I'm down.
all the Spider-Mans.
I'm crazy.
Like that's
Do we have to watch the bad version of the Hulk?
Well, no. We're saying like the same universe.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So,
All the Thor movies.
like, dude, that is well over. I think that's more than 3 days worth.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I'm not
36
bonkers about
hours.
sitting down for 3 days straight watching Marvel movies.
I mean, all right, if you loosely tack it up,
Get sores from the couch.
my ass. No, if you loosely tack it up though, that's 18 movies. So
holy shit, really?
they haven't had more than 18 movies. They haven't. Maybe 15.
2 hours each would be 36 hours.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, I know. But they haven't had 18 movies. All right, let's count this down. All right, we're doing this. 3 Iron Man. All right, I'm going to pull up this tally and I'll just write the numbers down.
I feel like you could just Google this, but how many Marvel movies are out?
All right. So, 3 Marvel movies.
3
What?
Marvel movies?
Oh,
3 Iron Man
it's
movies.
late, goddammit. 3 Iron Man movies, 3 Avengers movies, 2
Three-
Captain America movies,
3 Thor movies.
3 Thor movies.
It was
2
3 Thors?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one Natalie Portman, the second one
Dark World.
where Loki does all that shit. Yeah.
Oh,
with the
Dark World and then Ragnarok.
Yeah,
And
and then
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Yeah. 2 Spider-Mans.
2. Oh, and we're not counting Tobey Maguire.
No,
shit.
no,
Okay,
just
yeah,
the
yeah.
new.
Oh, so that's
Spider-Man.
just one, right? Because this is Spider-Man
Well,
Homecoming.
With Spider-Man Homecoming though. Oh, so 3.
Were we talking about the one with Tobey Maguire or the new
No,
one?
no.
No, so then there's only one. We're talking about what's been released.
You're right. You're
Yeah,
right. You're
so
right.
just
So
one.
Homecoming.
One Black Panther, X-Men. I guess you have to count all of those for that kind
Dude,
of.
there's like 7 of those at least. I don't even remember.
Do you have to
all of
count
them.
all
No,
of them?
no X-Men. No X-Men.
Okay, no X-Men.
They haven't introduced them into the family yet.
Okay, fair enough. 2 Guardians of the Galaxy,
2 Ant-Man movies.
2 Ant-Man movies. We're getting close.
We're getting close.
Oh well, we gotta do Civil War.
No, he
I
included
already,
Captain
I already
America.
included Captain America.
Okay,
I think that might be it.
and then the Infinity War.
Yeah, he counted the.
I counted the Avengers
that.
movies. Oh, and all right, I'll count Captain Marvel even though it's not out yet.
Okay, so what are we at?
Okay. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11.
3 grown-ass dudes doing basic math.
Yo, all right, Jken, that's 15 so far.
Oh shit, really?
And then they have so then if I counted Captain Marvel, so that's 16 movies, including the new Spider-Man coming out, which just wrapped filming.
Did it really?
Yeah, that the actor who plays Spider-Man leaked that. He leaks so much
Yeah,
shit.
he's really
Oh,
not good
and what about
that.
Venom? Doesn't that count?
No, because they're not tying Venom into all this shit. It's a separate thing.
Or are
Sony
they?
did Venom. I'm sure they aren't because because Sony did Venom.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah, Doctor Strange.
Oh shit, forgot
Good
about
call.
that.
All right. 17 movies. God damn. Jesus Christ, man.
Dude, yeah, that's a lot.
Damn, you're right. A whole weekend isn't enough for this bullshit staying up 3 days straight.
You know what's funny? They never include Fantastic Four.
They weren't able to.
Even the remake? The remake was not.
They
Dude,
weren't.
that one sucked.
Wait, you mean the 2 remakes?
The new remake with Michael B. Jordan. I guess that wouldn't make sense to be in the same universe.
Oh, yeah. That's
Because
right.
he was
No,
Killmonger.
that deal wasn't brokered till after that movie was out.
Okay.
Yeah, so that didn't count. They just
Okay.
tried rebooting it again.
I don't know, dude. They definitely had a bad go at it.
There's some superheroes that I feel like aren't made to have their own movie, like Hulk.
I wish they would do one with the Hulk. Like if it was like if they took a really
Well,
dark route.
They did Planet Hulk, but only some of it.
oh
What?
yeah, in Ragnarok.
In Ragnarok, like when
okay.
he's on that planet.
yeah,
They
Oh, so that was actually like
that was in
true
the
to-
comics.
That was because they sent him away.
yeah.
They
They're
were like, you're too fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, so they sent him away. He didn't fly away by his own means.
Yeah.
Because it would have been too much to like revolve. But it would have been a great movie but it would have spanned so much time where he goes back to the planet and meets a woman and has a kid. And then his kid goes back
Right.
to Earth and exacts revenge. And it's like, God damn. See, like, they're probably never going to touch on any of that. But yeah, it's crazy. I'm like looking at a list. Like, there's so many movies I didn't even think about that were Marvel, like Ghost Rider,
Oh yeah, yeah.
God, that was awful.
Blade. Blade was
Yeah.
a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Blade's a Marvel movie?
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Blade's a Marvel character, dude.
I did not know that.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, yeah, there's been plenty of superhero movies, but as far
But no, I know we're talking about only in that universe.
Right.
Yeah.
So, god damn. So it's going to be pretty much somewhere around 22 to 25 movies by the time they're done with this.
So let's just say we're at what, 16?
17.
17?
Counting Captain Marvel and the new Spider-Man coming out.
Okay. So yeah, it'd still be 34 hours. 30 hours without
Oh
the
my
two.
god.
Dude, that's
That's
fucked.
nonstop.
Some of those movies are 2.5 hours, damn near too. Like
That's why I'm balancing
Age
out
of
for the
Ultron
movies
was
that are
almost 2.5 hours. So, wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So 3 days of movies right now, counting. Fuck you, Titanic. Fuck you,
Jesus.
Godfather. Fuck you, Titanic. Fuck director's cut of Apocalypse Now. I don't give a fuck. That shit is crazy.
That's wild, dude.
Man. And then that's actually who Kevin Smith bigged up when there was it's actually a sick video. I need to send it to you guys. It's that panel at Comic-Con where it's like Elijah Wood, Kevin Smith, and like 2 other people. And there's categories. So the crowd would vote on who had the best answer for a question. Then it would get whittled down to 2, like semifinals. For each question, they would do this. So one was like best filmmaker, not director. So
Okay.
best filmmaker. Obviously, everybody answers Stanley Kubrick, Steven Spielberg. Kevin Smith confuses everybody because everybody had their mind on director, right? So then he flips it on him and names the dude, I forget his name, who's in charge of this rollout that Marvel's doing.
Okay.
And they said filmmaker. So the way he justified it at the end, he won against Elijah Wood. And he won by he's like, look, you guys said filmmaker, not director. If it was director, they named very great candidates. But I'm going with this guy because the way he's seamlessly tied in a generation of movies is crazy.
But thankfully, he had the help of Stan Lee.
And Jon Favreau.
Yes. But, like to have a comic to go off of, basically, to help tie it all together through hundreds of issues.
You would know this. Was the whole arc with an Iron Man with Jarvis becoming, what's his name?
Ultron?
No. Paul Bettany's character.
Vision.
Thank you. Was that all in the comics?
That is in the comics to a degree, that the Soul Stone does become a part of Vision.
Right, but was Vision Jarvis with Iron Man in the comics?
I can't remember.
Because that's how they did.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Okay.
Well, because like I said, with Age of Ultron, they altered stuff because Ultron was built by the Hulk and Tony Stark.
Right.
And in the comic books, it was, I think, Mr. Fantastic and Tony Stark.
Which makes a lot more sense.
Why they couldn't do that.
Right.
Plus, like I said, with Infinity War, it was Silver Surfer who falls into Doctor Strange's palace or whatever.
Isn't Silver Surfer supposed to be like the most powerful character too in the whole
He's supposed to
comic
be
book universe?
one of, because he gets his power from Galactus.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't so expensive. I actually was Googling this the other day for y'all because I was going to buy a bunch and surprise you guys. I played this as a kid and with like a pseudo uncle who was such a nerd who was my age now. And did you guys ever play Hero Clicks?
No.
What's that?
That was dope. So essentially you would buy, it was like Pokemon kind of, but it was like, I want to play this now. It would come with like a board of a city and you would each set up like Risk in a corner of the city. And you would buy these individual packets that would come with a miniature action figure. And on the bottom, it would click for like health bar and stats and stuff. And so you would get all the different superheroes of Marvel and DC. It includes everybody.
Oh, damn.
Everybody. But just like any collector's item or whatever, it's like kind of expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
It didn't go out of style. Like people still play this shit. So I was like, I wanted to get a bunch and play it because it's actually fucking a nerd fun of a time.
Okay.
A nerd fun of a time.
Dude, fun of the time. I fucks with that.
Show no shame.
But yeah, so I'm gonna figure out a way. I'm gonna show you guys after we wrap this, like, and show you guys Here It Clicks because that shit is fun. But
how are we doing timing wise? By the way,
it's been about an hour.
Been about an hour.
Chilling.
This is short. Yeah, the off night really fucks shit up.
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah,
I'm telling
I mean,
you.
it's, you know, I think also it's just the fact that, you know, we've all had such heavy weeks. I mean, last week alone, you know, self-reflection, you know, handling so much stuff on your palette. You know, I had a lot of stuff I had to handle with school and personal life. And, you know, I know you've got work is fucking crazy.
Oh my God.
So I think it's just now that we're out of our usual recording night, we're all just like dead.
Yeah. Nobody, if there's anything anybody can't say, it's that we ain't real motherfuckers.
Still coming through this
This
shit.
is life shit. I don't know. As always, everybody, though, thank you for listening and supporting. We're coming with video. We're going to have the Mark Cruz video up. I know it's a bit late. We're cutting that, throwing that up for y'all. And then we're going to have this one up every week from now on. There's going to be a visual attached to this. So
Check us out on YouTube.
yeah, check it out on YouTube, man. I wish, you know, YouTube wasn't fucked so I could give you a concrete URL, but you can get the YouTube from our SoundCloud and our Instagram and everywhere else that we promote. So thank you for listening.
We love you.
Bye.
Peace.
Channel change.